Playboy. How true
doesn't even exist anymore, Playboy Magazine.
How true is it that you were the kid in gym class who got dressed in the stall?
I was very, very shy. I still am very shy, and that's probably why I'm a terrible public speaker. I am a terrible poker player because I blush and turn red. I would not be able to bluff very well. And so Playboy was one of those things that...
You were insecure about your appearance for a period of time, right?
Yes. And so appearing in Playboy was, something that was a challenge to myself. And when I posed, I was 32, 33 years old.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was making a rash decision and that I really didn't know who I was. This was something that, if that's something that I could accomplish, that would be, a personal dream of mine.
And it was on the heels of a divorce. And correct me if I'm wrong, you contacted the magazine and pitched yourself.
You have to go through a test photo shoot. And so when they came back and said it was a go, I didn't tell my dad that I was doing it until it was done. In
a weird way, he directly impacted your interest in it, right?
Yeah, I mean, my dad at one point owned, your viewers probably have never heard this, but there used to be the Playboy clubs, and my dad owned a Playboy club in Phoenix, Arizona, and my Aunt Susan, his sister, was a bunny. And so...
Even Linda, your longtime advisor, worked
Linda
at the Playboy Club in Chicago, I think, right?
Yeah, Linda was a bunny. And there was a club in Century City. Hugh Hefner was a friend of my dad, so I met him. So Playboy was, kind of just part of the landscape that I grew up around. So I never thought of it as anything negative. It was always about celebrating women and, but I just didn't think that I would, have the nerve to do it, nor would I be, considered beautiful enough to be in the magazine.
What'd your dad say when you finally told him?
He had a really good quote. He said, it will be the first issue of Playboy Magazine I haven't read. So therefore, he's endorsing the magazine, that he reads the magazine, but I'm still his daughter. And so he thought it was great that I was pursuing something that I, was interested in. And I spoke to Jimmy Connor's wife, Patty McGuire. She was Playmate of the Year in, I think, 1976 or 77. And I asked her about the experience before I ever, pursued it. And she said, it's a great experience. And she goes, but always be prepared wherever you are, somebody's gonna approach you with the magazine to sign it. When you least expect it, the pictures never go away. And so now this is the early 90s, really before the internet takes off. And so never dawned on me that these pictures would have a life on the internet of their own and will always be out there. And when you pose, you accept that that's part of the program. Except the internet has made it that I literally, probably receive 5 to 10 requests a week where people have printed the pictures and asked me to sign them.
Really?
And they send a postage paid envelope for me to send it back. And I always sign them because I don't regret taking the pictures. It's a little bit wow, it really doesn't ever go away. But, the idea that, the pictures are kind of legendary.
So you had said, had I decided not to do Playboy because others didn't approve, that would haunt me.
Yeah, and that's what I literally had somebody who I admired and respected say to me, how is this gonna help you get to where you want to go. And I thought, wow, like, he clearly disapproves or is judging me for making this decision. And if I would have said, okay, stop the process, I don't want to do it because of something that he, thought wasn't a good idea, I really would have been regretful that I allowed other people to dictate to me what would make me happy.